Imagine a ship drifting silently in the vast Atlantic Ocean. Its sails are set, its cargo intact, but the crew has vanished into thin air. This isn't the plot of a horror novel. It's the true story of the Mary Celeste, a ghost ship whose mystery has puzzled the world for over a century. What really happened aboard this ill-fated vessel? Let's uncover the clues and explore the theories behind one of history's greatest maritime enigmas. The Mary Celeste was a merchant brigantine, originally launched in 1861 under the name Amazon. She was a sturdy vessel designed for transatlantic trade. In November 1872, the ship set sail from New York, bound for Genoa, Italy, carrying over 1,700 barrels of alcohol. Just a few weeks later, she was discovered adrift in the Atlantic Ocean by the crew of another ship, the Dei Gratia. What made this discovery so eerie was that the Mary Celeste was completely intact, her cargo untouched, provisions still aboard, but her captain, crew, and passengers were nowhere to be found. This baffling event marked the beginning of her legend as one of history's most famous ghost ships. On December 5, 1872, the British brig Dei Gratia came upon an unusual sight in the Atlantic Ocean, a ship drifting aimlessly with no signs of life on board. As the Dei Gratia approached, they identified the vessel as the Mary Celeste, which had departed New York for Genoa just a month earlier. Upon boarding, the crew found the ship seaworthy, with its sails partially set and its cargo of alcohol mostly intact. However, the lifeboat was missing, and the captain, his family, and the 7 crew members had vanished without a trace. There were no signs of struggle or violence, leaving the Dei Gratia crew and the world grappling with one haunting question: what had happened to the people aboard the Mary Celeste? When the crew of the Dei Gratia boarded the Mary Celeste, they were met with an unsettling scene. The ship was completely intact, showing no signs of damage or distress. Personal belongings, including clothing and navigational tools, were left behind, as if the crew had abandoned ship in a hurry. The cargo, over 1,700 barrels of industrial alcohol, was largely undisturbed, and the ship's provisions were sufficient for months. Despite these clues, the lifeboat was missing, and not a single soul remained on board. The eerie state of the vessel only deepened the mystery of what had happened to its crew. One of the earliest theories to explain the fate of the Mary Celeste was piracy or mutiny. Pirates attacking the ship would have likely plundered its valuable cargo, yet the barrels of alcohol remained untouched. Similarly, a mutiny among the crew might have led to violence or signs of a struggle, but none were found. The ship's condition was pristine, with no bloodstains or damage to indicate foul play. The absence of theft or evidence of conflict makes these explanations unlikely, leaving the mystery of the Mary Celeste unresolved. Another set of theories points to natural phenomena as the cause of the Mary Celeste's abandonment. One possibility is a waterspout, a powerful tornado-like column of water that could have struck the ship, drenching the deck and terrifying the crew into abandoning ship, even though the vessel remained intact. Another theory involves a seaquake, a submarine earthquake that might have caused violent rocking, leading the crew to fear the ship was sinking. Perhaps the most compelling natural explanation is an alcohol vapor explosion. The Mary Celeste carried over 1,700 barrels of industrial alcohol, 9 of which were found empty. It's speculated that fumes could have built up in the cargo hold, and a spark might have caused a small explosion or sudden fire, forcing the crew to flee in panic. However, with no visible fire damage to the ship, this theory remains inconclusive. Each of these possibilities explains the crew's disappearance, yet none account for why they would abandon a perfectly seaworthy vessel, keeping the mystery alive. The mystery of the Mary Celeste has also given rise to numerous paranormal speculations, adding an air of the supernatural to its legend. Some have suggested that the ship was cursed or haunted, perhaps by the spirits of those who previously sailed aboard her. Others have proposed alien abductions, imagining the crew being whisked away by extraterrestrial visitors in a scenario straight out of science fiction. Sea monsters, a favorite of maritime folklore, have also been blamed, giant squids or other mythical creatures dragging the crew to a watery grave. While there is no evidence to support these claims, such theories continue to capture the imagination, adding a layer of mystique to the already haunting story of the Mary Celeste. These supernatural ideas remind us of humanity's fascination with the unknown, even when rational explanations are within reach. The official investigation into the Mary Celeste began after the ship was brought to Gibraltar by the crew of the Dei Gratia. A thorough examination revealed no signs of foul play or significant damage to the vessel. The ship's logbook provided some insight, with the last entry dated 10 days before her discovery, placing her near the Azores. Despite extensive questioning and analysis, the inquiry failed to determine why the crew had abandoned a seaworthy ship. Speculations ranged from mishandling of the alcohol cargo to sudden natural disasters, but no definitive evidence supported any theory. The case was officially closed without resolution, leaving the disappearance of the Mary Celeste's crew one of maritime history's most enduring mysteries. The mystery of the Mary Celeste captured the public's imagination almost immediately. The idea of an entire crew vanishing without a trace, leaving behind an otherwise intact ship, was both eerie and captivating. Newspapers sensationalized the story, and soon the ghost ship became the subject of countless books, plays, and later films. As each theory failed to provide a clear answer, the mystery only grew, becoming a cultural legend that symbolized the ultimate enigma of the sea. The ghost ship came to represent not only maritime mystery, but also the allure of the unknown, stirring the collective curiosity of generations. The Mary Celeste story, with its unanswered questions, continues to fascinate and inspire intrigue, proving how a single unsolved mystery can embed itself in popular culture for over a century. The legacy of the Mary Celeste endures because it taps into something deep within our collective psyche, a fascination with the unknown and the unexplained. The idea of a ship sailing without its crew, drifting alone in the vast, unpredictable ocean, resonates with our fear of the sea's untamed power. The ocean is a place where nature's forces can defy human understanding, and the Mary Celeste symbolizes this vulnerability. In a world where mysteries are often solved with modern technology, the case of the Mary Celeste reminds us that some questions remain beyond our grasp. Its unresolved nature keeps us wondering, drawing us into the allure of the supernatural, the potential of the unexplained, and the challenge of confronting what we can't fully comprehend. The story of the Mary Celeste will continue to captivate imaginations, fueling our desire to explore the deep, mysterious spaces where answers are still elusive.